Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Garbage?
Yeah.
It's a little show we sit down with your favorite comedians, and we find out if they grow up to be classy.
Yeah.
Or just a big old piece of trash.
Trash.
I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day. We're down here at Aunt Tootie's back. I tried to switch cameras.
If you follow me around.
With Toby McMullen on sports. Gang, it's a fucking bonus episode. We don't got to tell you. Come on.
Yay.
It's family here. It's the homies.
It's the homies. Not the bozos.
No.
The homies.
But Tootie is upstairs.
Is she?
Still sleeping from before.
It's so funny in that I thought I was teeing you up. I thought you were going to, she's upstairs sleeping, beat because she ate too many Vicodin or whatever.
The one time you try to help me out, you sink me.
I mean,
you sit there and stone me, half of them.
You sank yourself.
I'll kill her off.
Actually, this hasn't even come out yet. I'll kill her off. Got it.
It's like Misery. You hold me up till I bring her back. My co-host is across the table from me. Good guy. Solid guy. Good kid. All right. Good pal. Good guy. Not the best at receiving gifts.
You're not the best at giving them, but we'll talk about it.
Man. Kevin James.
Hey, guys, I got you a kayak. Good luck with that. Good luck taking that on the subway.
I got you an ice fishing hole maker.
Yeah. That's
No, it's not, dickhead.
Yes, it
is. You played in a band.
20 years ago.
So what? Maybe you want to reconnect. I don't fucking know.
No, I don't. Listen.
Next time I'll get you a bigger head. How about that?
Yeah, please. I'll get you a bigger stomach and a smaller pee-pee.
Well, good luck finding that.
They're sold out. Where are you going to go? Never mind. A good gift is something somebody likes or has insinuated, I want to do this, or I was thinking about this, or I've mentioned that. That's
you did mention it, that you wanted to play bass.
No, I didn't.
How about a quick shout-out to our producer extraordinaire?
What's up, guys? I'm Kevin Ryan.
Magic
Thanks
Man.
for tuning in.
The magic.
You don't get to just change the subject when I prove you wrong.
All right, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
No. Bring it in.
My father's
T-Bone blur his face out.
My father's been doing it for 20 years. Toby McMullen.
What's up?
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
And you're going to sit here and say you don't talk about the bass? Take that bass line for a walk. God,
Yes,
the classic
you
give
do.
me
You
bit.
always talk about the glory days of the band.
No, I never have.
Yes, you do.
I never have.
Yes,
I've never
you
done
do.
that. I'm not you.
You
about-
did while you were tattooing yourself.
Yeah, I've moved on.
Can we
All
talk
right.
Can we talk about Toby's?
Can we talk about your band?
Can we talk about? Yeah.
All right.
Gasoline Rainbow? Sure, we could talk
Is
about
that what it was?
That's right. Gasoline Rainbow.
Who was in that?
It was me, Schnooky.
The little Mo with the gimpy legs. Stats McGovern.
You were smooching. The band was me, Luke Jackson, and
Luke Jackson
Billy
is a
Myers.
great name.
dude, I'm telling you, those two.
We were good. We were good. Let me tell you.
Those two were really good. They
Sure.
were both great guitar players, great songwriters, great drummers. Billy was supposed to move up here with me the first time that I moved up here.
Would you snort him? Made it halfway up the turnpike, and I snorted him.
We put the deposit down in the apartment, the whole 9 yards. We were gonna do the thing, and he got cold feet and was like, "I don't want to do it." Moved back home.
Think you just buy some new socks, huh?
That's T-Bone McMuffin,
Man.
Toby McScrubbers.
Did the bedbugs write that joke?
I was going to make that same joke. We spend too much time together.
Yes, we do.
Um,
Bonus episode. What we're gonna do today is
he got cold feet, though. That's a shame. I mean, he could have moved up here, became a drug addict, crashed and burned, and then moved home 5 years later. He
Or-
could have done that.
or maybe we would have fucking done something together because we were really good. We could have hit the fucking scene. We could have been the Strokes. The Strokes were starting,
You're about to have a stroke.
but that was around when the Lower East.
Hey, guys, we were the mini strokes. not really classified.
Ladies
as
and
a
gentlemen,
stroke.
give it up for the Broad Strokes. That was when the Lower East Side was about to start popping. So we would have gotten the scene down
Yeah,
there.
you would have fit
grinded
right
it out.
in.
Back then, I would have.
Yeah.
I was
Showing
skinny,
up to
good looking.
Showing up to CBGBs in your football jersey.
Out of my football jersey.
Because you're in the glory days.
Could have been good. But
Should have been gone.
Jimmy quit, Jody got married. You know how it goes. Should have known we'd never get far. But that's either here nor there. Today we're going to discuss.
What's that?
Because you know what pisses me off? Can I tell you something right now? Can I talk to you for a second? Come here, cue ball. Let me straighten you out.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get my base.
Base is for sale, by the way. 800 or best offer.
OBO. Man, did you ever put an OBO in a car? I've done that to the Tigo before I brought her up here.
I remember
That was going to be my savings account.
I freaked out one time because my dad, for half a second, tried to sell our car. Like he wanted to do it that way.
You guys were at the mall?
Come out, it's gone. Another family's inside. No, it was before they got into the leasing game. And we drove around with like a for sale sign in the car. Oh, it was fucking tough. Talk about embarrassing.
Yeah.
I feel like an asshole pulling up to fucking basketball practice and that. I don't like sober January and sober
Dry
October,
January.
whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, why not? You always had such a fucking, I think you don't like when people do stuff. I think that's genuinely the best way to put it.
I don't
If
know.
people are going, hey, I'm doing this, I don't know if it's like because you didn't get an invite. Like nobody was like, hey, come do Dry January or hey, let's do this. You get real fucking curmudgeon-y around
I just
like.
think it's silly. If you're not going to booze, don't booze. But they put names on it. You know, I think that's dumb. It's cheesy. Anyway, we're talking about beers.
You're a little cheesy.
I'm real cheesy.
Dangerously cheesy.
Extremely sick. Extreme cheese.
I got about 4 pounds of camembert in me. I was eating cheese left and right. In Paris.
Okay, I picked up on that.
We're having a good time. So we're going to go over the best beers.
We have the 31 most popular beer brands in America.
And I'll give you mine.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'm sure yours are on there.
Dr. Pepper.
With vodka.
My favorite beer, Percocet.
What was your beer when you were drinking? Stacks?
No, a lot of High Lifes, lot of
Can't
PBR.
go wrong with NHL.
Lot of PBR.
Love PB. We'll get into it.
Would
But
you
I
ever,
love PBR.
Would you ever start drinking again?
Ooh, no.
No, definitely not.
I mean, if I do, it's a fucking issue.
You think? Really?
Think I know I'm a goddamn alcoholic.
Yeah. We'd probably have to let him go. From what I understanding of how his.
Let him go.
I don't think.
Fire him?
I think, from my understanding, if he starts drinking like he drinks, yeah, I don't think he would. Things would start slipping. And to be a good friend, I would be like, "You're fired. I'm not enabling you. I'm not going to continue to give you money and a cool fucking."
I'm not
life."
a problem drinker. I'm not like I'm fucking fun as shit. I was never. It was 1% of the time
Maybe you need a couple then.
pass.
Lighten up the mood a little bit around.
Start spiking his
My
Red Bull.
mood's plenty light.
I'm kidding.
I don't think fire's the answer. You do an intervention. We film it.
Toby edits it. Hey buddy, you mind bringing the cameras?
No, yeah, we get you in a rehab. I wish somebody would have maybe done that for me along the way.
I'm not saying I would fire. I'm not saying like I would add insult to injury. I'm saying that would be I think that would be an awakening of like, hey.
Yeah, because
I'm not saying if the guy has a glass of Chardonnay, I'm gonna.
You couldn't have a glass of wine with dinner; it would be over.
Fuck no.
Yeah, my understanding is he can't do that because of this, because he spiraled.
Yeah, no, well, yeah. It's just
Would it be that night?
It is a physical impossibility that I would ever have one drink. I would be like, fuck yeah, we're back, shots, let's go. And it would be so fun. It would be the most fun. But it's
pretty awesome.
Yeah. How many patrons do you think we need now?
But then I would just be drunk every day.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. You know,
I would be
the clips would be. You don't like when the clips are late. The clips would be late. He'd be
yeah.
He'd be fucking.
I would be showing up late and
losing memory call. I lost the gap.
Yeah,
episode.
100%.
Okay. Fair enough.
Then I would fire him.
Well,
Make you do his job.
for the rest of us, let's talk about the 31 best beers.
Hey, the next 52 minutes might be a little awkward. No, I'm kidding.
No, that's all good.
Got the O'Dulls.
Gotta go to Joel's.
I'm cutting back on the booze, too. Okay. Fair
When
enough.
was the last time you drank?
Last night.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you have? She's gone.
Yeah.
When the cat's away, the fat guy will get drunk on a couple of IPAs.
I drank a bottle of champagne.
To the head?
Would you win the fattest guy in the apartment award? What happened?
Celebration.
What did? Wait.
That would have been the favorite fat joke I've ever made in my life.
It's pretty good.
It was really good. Wait, this is before. I don't
We
want.
did it! I hear the pop. The
Cat's all mad because he lost.
What did you drink the champagne out of?
Pint glass.
You drank a pint of champagne. It's
Probably drank the whole bottle.
I did.
Yeah. You can't put the cap back on a bottle.
Nah,
That's-
there's no going back on that.
That's where I'm nuts. Is that like drinking a whole bottle of champagne seems totally reasonable to me, but drinking a pint of champagne is fucking insane.
Yeah.
That we had a little bit of vodka or a little bit of tequila.
Peyote laying around.
We had a little bit of Patron left from when her sister was here, and we had a bottle of champagne that we were supposed to open on her birthday, but didn't.
Couple of Jello shots left hanging around. Couple of shooters.
Couple of weapons. This was bad. I drank.
Here we go.
I drank the Patron,
Okay.
maybe like a quarter bottle.
Okay.
Couple.
This is all last night.
I had two.
Okay.
Two glasses.
All right, here we go.
I had two neat Patrons. So over the course of a night,
Your pants are a little messy.
drank a bottle of champagne,
Mm-hmm.
and then I still wasn't right where I wanted to be to go to bed. So I had a glass of Bailey's straight.
On the rocks or anything?
No.
Chilled?
No.
Warm?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Been there.
Tough look.
I don't booze like that. I booze a lot, but it's like not like I booze often and it's a lot. But that's
Yeah,
that.
what are you talking about?
What? I've never been in my house fucking, making dirtbag Long Island iced teas and trying to close my eyes with a half a bottle of Bailey's.
I had a roommate that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like drinking, and I'm out at the bar, I'm drinking, and then I'm fucking going home. Or if I'm drinking at the house, which I don't do often, I'll have a sixer at the house. Sixer IPAs. That should
Bro,
shut the machine down a little bit.
gotten drunk on just triple sec.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that in me.
Jesus. I had a roommate that was a pretty bad alcoholic. Drank cooking wine. Ugh,
I think I know that roommate.
tough.
Yeah, but you just made my fucking literal skin crawl.
Tough. I remember popping an abscess for him that he had on the side of his face. He was sleeping on like a dirty pillow for like years. And he came out of the kitchen one day and I looked up. I'm like, what? Like he had an eyeball on the side of his head. I was like, dude, you have to fucking go to the doctor and get that drained. No. So I was like, all right. So I alcoholed him up and slid it for him. Brutal.
You were living in that apartment. You're like, nah, it's not. I remember, that was denial and the Foley, spin zone you were throwing. That thing was in that.
Welcome back to the Spin Zone.
Oh, man. Dude.
Is that a show, the Spin Zone?
I don't know.
It's pretty good. It's my new podcast.
You would you'd be like, nah, it's nice when we clean. It's not. It's like, dude, there was you could see the first floor, through the floor. You would look, there was holes in the floor where you could see the other
It's a
tenants.
skylight.
It was, the kitchen table was a ping pong table. And this was a couple of years ago. This wasn't even college or anything.
Bad.
And you'd be like, nah, it's good. We clean it up. Got the door. And we're like, all right.
She stuck with me through all that. She stayed there with me.
The cat?
Yeah, she was in there too. Now she has her own little palace, little baby. Anywho, we're not here to discuss the trials and tribulations of H. Foley. We're here to talk about beers.
Beers.
Delicious, frosty beer. Couple good beers in France.
Mhm.
Nice. They're cold too. They're cold.
What do you mean?
They're not not cold. They're cold.
No one ever said they were not cold.
People say that everything's warm over there. It's not cold. Cold beer in a chalice, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they do. Everything's cold.
Delicious.
Everything's cold.
Everything.
So you'll run into like room temp beers in the UK sometimes.
And that's, I think, per beer.
It's
not like
for
the
specific
whole,
beers.
Yeah, it's like certain
cask beer?
meads or ales.
Yeah. It'll come out of the hand pump shit.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Um,
Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
Nah, I'm not doing that. Drinking warm beer? Get the fuck out of here.
man, there was nothing worse than like
High school?
you're drunk at a party or a bar or something and but then like you run out of beer, so someone shows up with like a warm 30, and you're trying to get that cooked, and you're like muscling warm beer, and it feels like someone's setting off firecrackers in your mouth.
Sucks.
There's a bite to it.
Ugh.
Have you ever encountered the house party Chernobyl that is a beer that someone puts cigarette butts in?
Yeah, we've mentioned that at my buddy Sean's house. Fucking, and like I'm an idiot. The cig was sticking, a brand new cracked beer,
Still lit.
and my buddy stuck it in, so it was sticking out the side. Like it was in my mouth before the beer even got there.
It burned your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
That keeps me up at night.
That takes a while to wash out. That one. I was also so drunk one time. I took a cig. You know how people light a cig backwards? My cig was lit, and I was drunk, and I lost control of her, and I took a drag of a lit cig backwards.
Caught up in a Parliament flat spin.
You burn
It was like a helicopter. You don't know what way's up.
Did you burn your lip?
Oh my God, dude! I swung. I thought someone. I thought I got snuck.
Something bit me.
Oh yeah, it was like something jumped up and bit me. Yeah, I didn't know what happened, dude. Everybody, I was also like 10 feet away from everybody, and it's just like this fucking melee. Yeah.
One of those guys.
No, oh, man, well,
Real cool under pressure.
wasn't one of my best moments. This was also at the kid's house who like could have people over during the week, which was always a real dirtbag. Had a lot of pills and fucking cigs being smoked inside.
Now, I like to party as much as the next guy, but you want the home base to be neat, clean, and organized. You don't want your parents to be those parents.
No,
Never.
no. It's tough.
Food stinks at those houses.
Yeah, I don't. It was also like all the time I spent in this. Also, the worst part about it was it was a townhouse community, and he was. You could get into his basement from the back, and the basement was like his dojo, his place.
Storm door. The doors that open like that.
No, like a sliding glass door, like it was built on a hill, like a split level kind of.
I got you.
So you could walk out the
I
basement.
could never sleep down there.
Oh, I never slept there. No.
No.
But fucking. So like on a Wednesday night, if you had beer, you were like looking to get fucked up, or you go there, it was like a opium den. Everybody's fucking hanging out. Mom was none the wiser. She was upstairs, so you
Watching
could
TV.
come and go, and nobody would know.
Okay.
I'm sure she knew, but whatever.
Okay. Let's talk business here.
This is 31 most popular beer brands by USA today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday, today.
All right.
It's based on sales, you bozo. It's not like their
Ooh.
fucking taste palette. Milwaukee's Best Light.
Oh, my God.
I had it once.
We started at the bottom of the barrel.
I had it once. I remember, like, we couldn't get regular Beast, so we got Beast Light. And that was like... We were like, what the fuck are we drinking? It was rough. It was bad.
Takes 47 to get
It's also
That happened to me and my buddy with Michelob Ultra. We got a 24 case. We were like 4 beers deep, and we were like, "This is beer broken, dude? What the fuck's going on?" Because all the calories in the alcohol, it's like 2.1%.
yeah, it's like one of those like hyper light beers.
Kick rocks with that.
Which the big thing of Milwaukee's Best Light and Milwaukee's Best and Natty, and there was another one.
They do numbers, though.
Oh, of course. Yeah. And I don't know if it's High Life. It was the theory in like high school kids or college kids' head was like it was the bottom 10% of the barrel of Budweiser.
That's not how they did it.
I mean, that was the thing of like Natty Light is just the bottom 10% of Bud Light or something.
I remember hearing fucking dickheads
Like they
running their
can't
mouth
sell
about
it, so they rebrand it. But I don't know about that.
that.
I don't know. But Milwaukee's Best Light, super trash beer. Next one, we used to call this liquid gold back in my day.
Mickey's.
My 1996
Hold
Chevy
on.
Chevy Lumina used to run on it.
Hold on. Are malt liquors included in this?
I don't know. Why do you always do that? I know as much as you do.
No, on the list.
I don't know.
Was this one a malt liquor?
No.
Okay. So we have some evidence to the contrary.
I mean, I don't know.
I wanted to try to guess it. Was it Mickey's Big Mouth?
No.
Amstel Light.
No. Am wasn't drinking Amstel Light in fucking high school, you fucking bozo. I don't drink that shit now.
Amstel Light's really classy.
They really made a push with the commercials.
Oh, that's a classy fucking beer.
I don't know. It's not for me.
That and a burger?
That Heineken can kick fucking rock.
Really?
Fucking Dutch bullshit. Get out of here.
I like it.
Or was it from, is it the Netherlands?
What?
Where's Heineken from?
Germany.
I don't think so.
No?
I feel like it's the Netherlands. I could be wrong, though. Or maybe it's owned by a Netherlands.
You don't like a
Dutch
Heineken
company.
around Christmas time?
Absolutely not.
That's crazy to me.
Uh-uh.
Ice cold Heinekens on the porch?
No. No. I don't. That's not American to me. That is anti-American.
All right. Tucker?
You have something to say?
Netherlands.
Netherlands, see?
There you go.
I know.
Dutch.
Toby wrong again
I know my booze.
about Europe. Toby thought that England was its own continent.
That's not what I thought. That's insane. You would have to be shishmarted to think that.
Listen, you did not state that line that he just said.
Correct. Because that's insane.
But
Did you or did you not say that England was not a part of Europe?
Which is factually
Mr.
accurate.
McMullen.
It's not.
So there's
back
8
at this?
continents.
I haven't looked. I've taken. Hold on.
So you're telling me all my teachers were lying to me?
Europe is a continent,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
To my whole understanding, I could be wrong. I haven't done any research on this, but my understanding is
You're an idiot.
England is part of that landmass, which is Europe. You're saying no, but I'm saying this is my understanding.
Just because it's an island doesn't matter.
You then searched.
It has to do with
You've been searching for an hour and haven't come up with anything to prove me wrong.
The answers are all so murky.
No, it has to do with what plate you're on.
Yeah, it's
all about plate
landmass.
tectonics.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you would never say you would never call a British person European because they're not. They're British.
I would totally call them European.
You'd be wrong then.
Okay, let's start here. Toby, name
I don't understand what you're saying, but I look at it as it's on the continent of Europe. Europe also is an identifier. European is an identifier of those people.
you wouldn't call a person
on the landmass.
You wouldn't call a person in India Asian either, but they are on the Asian continent.
Yes. Boom, kick, rocks, nerd.
Can't believe I pulled that.
Just
Took all
when I
my-
think you're out. Big man. Shock you.
Let's start here. Toby, name the 7 continents.
Oh, I don't know if I can.
Oh, my God. You're sitting here talking continents where you don't even know 7 of them?
North America, South America, Africa, Europe.
Now, does that include England? Or is they had to have their own continent? What happens there?
Australia.
Yeah, Australia. I forgot about Australia. New Zealand?
Oh, my
New
God.
Zealand.
Why am I even talking? New Zealand's smaller than...
I don't know how big New Zealand is.
It's bigger than Old Zealand.
You got North America, South America, Central America, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, and Australia.
Mm-hmm. Boom, bing, pow. Wow.
I
That's
never
why you are-
never would have been able to do
T-Bone
that.
just, fully just smoked you.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is that the UK isn't in Europe and they're not European. That's all I'm saying.
You also just said New Zealand was a continent, so you've proven you don't
And
know
then
what you're talking
Heineken was
about.
from Germany.
Yeah. When it comes to geography and people and things,
Just
Do you know where you are right
for
now?
For the record, this is what it's like to hang out with Foley every day.
it's not fun. He's all mushy and fun-loving.
I
and
know where
everybody likes him on
Heineken's
the
from,
show.
and I know England is a part of Europe.
It's not.
Number 30. Kevin.
Hold on.
Yeah, you don't want to go down this rabbit hole. There's no straight answer.
I think there is.
Yeah, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, commonly known as the United Kingdom, UK, or Britain, is a sovereign country in the in northwestern Europe, off the northwestern coast of the European mainland.
The mainland.
It
Hawaii
took
is
me
a part
6
of
seconds. If you
Hawaii is a
searched
part
for
of the
an
United
hour.
States, isn't it, dummy?
Yeah, bozo.
Yeah, but the UK isn't part of Europe.
It's not part of the. It's not a part of the European Union. I agree with you. It's part of Europe. Europe.
You can't call British people Europeans. That's all I'm saying.
You can. It's a sovereign country in the northwestern Europe. What?
I like him better when he was drinking. Drunk Toby would know the answer.
Somebody get this. Somebody get this kid some Milwaukee's Best Light. All right, number 30. Back to the list. Number 30. Liquid gold, we used to call it. Big with us. Cans. 24.
Miller Genuine Draft.
MGD.
Yeah, know it well. Not
Those
too
cans,
shabby.
baby. Reaching in a cooler, pulling out one of them.
They don't have numbers next to these, do they? What they do sales wise?
They do.
Interesting. Hit me.
In barrels.
Yeah, I could be
get
wrong.
the fuck out of here.
You're not could be. You're wrong. This fucking guy. Barrel shipped in 2018, 550,000. I don't know what that necessarily means.
Yeah, no shit.
They only have
Fucking-
0.3% of the market share.
Drinking out of barrel. Nobody gets kegs anymore, right?
I don't know.
When was the last time you were at a party and they had a keg?
We only did kegs.
Every family party had it. Like, legitimate party had a keg. They got a keg. There was no cans or bottles. You had a keg.
Not for us. If we were having outside people, my family's a lot of wine drinkers. A couple of uncles were beer guys or like liquor and stuff. So like you had all of that, and you're like, oh, Uncle Pat's coming. He's drinking Yingling nowadays. Uncle whoever's
I'm
coming.
talking back in the day. You weren't doing that back in the day. You do that now.
No,
but
but
back
I'm saying
in the
even
day-
back in the day, that was the case.
Really?
Yeah, but if we were having a big, like a
Fucking
communion
hoity-toity.
party. A communion
Okay,
party.
yeah, we got a
people.
full bar. You got
Yeah,
wine.
Graduation, you have the keg.
Yes.
Communion party, keg. That kind of shit. was
Tomato
the-
pie?
I don't know.
Well, you weren't a tomato pie family?
My dad was big tomato pie. We did Santucci's a lot. Who my brother grew up with.
We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
God, I love tomato pie.
Number 4, a recent of the past couple of years.
4?
Oh, sorry, slide forward. Whatever, number 30, whatever.
29.
Sure.
I must have slept at a Holiday Inn last night. I'm schooling you guys.
Is that
Square root of 25 is equal to by the parts?
Wait, why a Holiday Inn?
It's like their campaign, I think. They're
Holiday Inn
smart.
Express.
The smartest thing you did was, I don't know. I don't know, eat all the Hot Pockets they sell at the front desk, though. Whatever. Number 29, personal fave of mine as of the past couple of years.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
No. In that world, though. Very in that world.
Tecate.
Tecate.
Interesting that you would say that's in the PBR world.
In the price level world.
Sure.
It's a lot of bars, cheap dive bars. It's either a PBR bar
Or
in like New
Tecate.
York and Philly or Tecate. Like
Which blows PBR away, I think.
it's
You get an ice cold Tecate in a can
Well, that's the good thing about PBRs.
with the
in a
lime.
can. Yeah. A lot of places in Philly, like you'll go and be like, I'll get a PBR. They're like Tecate. Like it's like Coke and Pepsi. They're like,
Mhm.
that's our cheap beer. Big fan. Big.
Love it.
Huge. Especially if you're eating out on like the
So I'm
sidewalk.
saying with the lime.
I don't mind it when they would put the tahine on top too, or the tajin, some might say.
I hate that
Is
shit.
that the sauce?
No,
It's
no,
that
no.
red shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm sauce in my head. I
They
don't know
use
what
it in
is.
Hawaii. I can't stand it.
No.
Tastes like Sweet and Low to me. Fucking brutal. Talk
I-
about ruining pineapple.
Next one, number 28. I wouldn't touch. I don't think I ever had. Maybe to try it. Can't recall. Bud Light Lime.
You're very, 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 very wrong.
I just said I never had it.
Okay. Delicious. Let me take you back to the Laugh House Comedy Club, Philly.
It can't be delicious.
Listen
I
to
can't
me.
do it. I
What-
can't do it.
Hold on. Remember when they were doing the metal bottles?
Yeah.
The aluminum cans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they look like
The
bottles.
cans, yeah.
No, they're bottles.
I know, but they're aluminum.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's a bottle.
What am I not getting here? Yes, the
Right.
I agreed. I've been agreeing with you.
kept
every
saying
time.
aluminum can.
It's the aluminum can material shaped as with a little neck on it.
Just say aluminum bottle for me once.
Aluminum can bottle.
He aluminum can't say that.
Say aluminum bottle, please.
Aluminum can.
Come on,
bottle
please.
hybrid.
You're killing my OCD. Just please say aluminum bottle.
I refuse to for comedy purposes. And Foley's checked out. I just took all that smart power you had away. You don't know what's happening.
Real piece of shit.
You're a real crazy asshole.
You get those things.
Crazy son of a bitch.
You get those things.
What things?
The bottles. Aluminum bottles. You get those things ice cold. It was actually pretty good. Now,
All right, so pretty good.
I will
in
say
a
that-
certain thing. This goes back to it. It's like, all right, it's got to be in the aluminum can bottle. It's got to be really cold, and it's pretty good.
I
It's
mean,
like
every beer's got to be really cold. And I'll say this. I actually voted against the big lime craze of 5 years ago. I don't like the fucking lime tortillas.
that's why I voted you out the next term.
I don't like the lime Tostitos.
Oh, you're nuts.
What?
You're dude.
They're too much.
You're nuts.
Am I?
Yeah, man. Listen, when it comes to food, I let you. I step
It
back.
needs some sour cream or something to
Anytime
cut
it
it.
comes up, I go, "Hey, this is Foley." I even say, "This is big man's territory." You lean in. You're wrong.
You like the lime Tostitos?
They're great. It's a little bit of pizzazz. It's like putting the lime on. It's like putting the lime
They're
on.
fucking awesome,
Putting
dude.
the lime on the Tecate. You just said, come on.
Artificial lime's not the same as real lime.
You know why it's so great, Foley? Because it's not too much lime, just a hint of lime.
You know what?
It's not. It's too much. It has the dust.
Are you just eating them raw dog? Are you raw dogging these toasties?
No, she uses them for salsa.
Yeah, they're good.
But I
that
feel like
way.
it needs a little sour cream or something.
No one's
Something
saying
to
don't
cut
put
it.
sour cream on
I
it.
find I will.
All right.
More sour cream, please. Are you a sour cream guy? Really?
I'm not even gonna. That doesn't even deserve an answer.
What about you, Scooby?
Love it.
Yeah, good stuff.
And Bud Light Lime is great. Hot day, it's a nice little treat.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Like if I'm doing that, I'm doing Corona.
Yeah, but I'm saying you're at a party, you're on the porch, sun's out, guns out. You fucking reach in and grab a little BLL, dude.
Nothing
What
wrong
other
with
beers do they have?
But you mixing
Nothing.
it up.
Shut up and drink
I'm
it.
not mixing it up. I got Drizzly on my phone. I'll pull up that app. They'll have a sixer there and toot sweet.
A sixer. What a dirtbag showing up with his own beers. Hold on. You
Hey,
don't
listen. If you're buying Bud Light Lime for the party, I can't help you. All right, you're lost beyond help.
I'll be with the mortgage later on this month. You're sticking to the same thing?
What?
You're sticking to one beer?
If I'm drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I go drinking, I'm drinking. Well, I'm not at the bar like you do that. I'll be at the bar. I'm going. If I'm drinking Brooklyn Lagers, that's what I'm drinking. If I'm
Oh,
drinking
yeah.
Bud Light,
IPA. Give me a white beer. Give me a this. Give me a that.
no,
You're trying new things.
I've had them all.
All right. Relax. What are you, a
Well,
Clydesdale?
you just said I'm trying an IPA. What are you talking about? Listen, you're not in it for the taste either. I've seen you operate. You're not sitting back like fucking.
I
swirling-
start to after 4 or 5.
Pints of champagne.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Trying to act all fucking hoity-toity.
This guy's over here drinking a yard of fucking cooks.
Yeah. Dude, you get four IPAs and you're like, why is that guy looking at me? Who is he? You're not like fucking sitting back chilling.
A yard of cooks. Just get a whole bunch of moms. Shout out to Judah Friedlander.
Wait, have either of you ever drinking a shot out of an ice luge?
Yes.
That's pretty classy.
I've never
No,
done that. It
it's
seems
what?
awesome.
It's the epitome of trash.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Oh, and we need one of those things at a party. That's nice. Yeah.
I agree with Foley.
That's like ice.
That's not a nice sculpture. That's not a swan or something.
I think
It's
they're
for
nice.
fucking college kids to suck on. No, you're wrong.
I think they're
I've
cool.
made my own.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know to freeze water, huh? Thought we were joking around having a good time.
Oh,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Dude, catching you with your hand in the cookie jar is one of my favorite things ever. No, you take a plastic, you take like a box of,
Awesome / are you garbage?
What?
Box of awesome / garbage.
box of awesome / are you garbage? A beer, like a 20, like a 30 wrap, or like a 24 case. Line that with like a trash, like a plastic bag. Fill it with water, and then as like it's like semi, whatever, you put like a paper towel roll in it or something. And then when it freezes, you just undo it, and it's easy peasy.
I thought you had to sculpt it out. I don't know about that. I've been to places that are classy ones where they had Jägermeister going through it.
That's not what?
No,
You're gonna say it's classy because it has Jägermeister? No, Jägermeister machine. Don't get me wrong here. Jägermeister machine. I still look at them like, all right, how you guys doing? All right, that thing running all the time, or do you unplug it?
Man,
That thing's classy.
Jaeger was all right.
Oh, that for the longest time, up until honestly not too long ago.
Shots of Jaeger.
One of my favorite bits of all time is in Archer. Whenever they really go partying, one of the characters will have the whole Jägermeister machine under their arm, just drinking out of it. It's so good.
Tapping it up, baby. All right, we gotta get back to the list. Number 27, Bud Light Platinum.
Get out of here.
Fucking rocks. Get out of here. I don't think I've ever had. That was one of those things. Like it's in the thing, and I'm like, nah, I'll relocate.
No.
What
was it, a credit card? Get out of here.
Yeah, I feel like they only drink them in commercials. I've never been like, hey, I made a Bud Light Platinum.
I remember a Budweiser Select.
Yeah. That was like the same platinum type thing. They all started like fucking.
You wanted them to drink and drive.
Trying to gold label it or whatever.
Fucking dicks.
Next one, Milwaukee's Best Ice.
Ooh, I was prime ice.
That hit
hit when I was in high school.
It hit when you were probably in high school.
Yeah.
Everything was ice.
Magnums.
Magners.
No.
It's a cider.
The 5.0s.
I don't know.
It was Budweiser or something. 5.0. That had 5% alcohol in it. Bud Ice. I think it was Bud Ice.
When we were in high school, Molson Triple X came out, which was fucking Molson Ice Triple X.
Outlawed in Canada.
Yeah, which I'm telling you, man, we had it about 6 times, and every time we ended up fighting each other. Like, it ended in fist fights between friends. My buddy, shout out to Vinny with the Skinny, he showed up to Flip's house with 2 Sixers. And we were already, like, drinking. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he shows up, he's like, yo. I guess he got him from his, like, hockey buddy or something. I don't know what happened. I got a couple of hosers down here.
I just ran across the border.
And he put him down, and I remember it was like the 3rd time, and we had fists, like, we do them once a month, and we had fist fought every single time. And then I was like, dude, if we do this, we're going to end up fighting in Flip's house. And sure as shit, about an hour later, it's like, you son of a bitch, you never loved me. You know, I loved her.
Tough look.
Yeah.
More of a Moosehead guy. Moosehead's classy.
So,
my father enjoys a Moosehead. Not too much teeth.
Yeah.
I'm doing my job.
I know. My brain was making 1,000 jokes that minute. It was like your girlfriend, your mom, everybody.
Bud Ice?
Trash.
Anything ice is trash.
Trash.
It's like malt. It's like their version of malt licorice.
Yeah. What was the one on the list you just said?
Milwaukee's Best Ice.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the one you just did is Molson.
No, I said Molson was. We were talking about ice. We talked about ice. I said
right,
Molson
okay.
Ice Triple X.
Yeah, Milwaukee's Best Ice. That's
Bud Light Lime on a nice hot day. Milwaukee's Best Ice
No.
when you want to sleep on a fucking sidewalk.
Fuck
yeah.
that.
That's for when you find yourself on the south end of an 8-ball. That's yeah.
I got $3 left.
Yeah,
I gotta figure this out.
Yeah, you're sweating inside the store.
You're getting a pounder of that too.
Yeah, trying to put you out.
They don't sell them in 12s.
Did you guys ever have Game Day, the 7-Eleven beer?
Oh my god. Tastes like taquitos. Never.
7-Elevens don't sell beer in Philly.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
It's a Commonwealth. We're classy people.
Quakers.
So it's not a part of Europe?
It's a Quaker state. It's not a part of Europe.
Not you in the foothills or wherever the fuck.
Number
Buying
25.
moonshine at the Walmart.
Also big fan of this. It's a seasonal one for the Kipster.
Sam Adams.
Close.
No.
I mean, kind of close in the fact that it's seasonal.
Seasonal.
She's dark and she has a nice head on her.
Guinness?
Guinness.
Really? Guinness is all the way down there?
25, yeah.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That stinks. Hate Guinness.
What?
Can't do it.
Wow, you a Guinness guy?
Yeah, it was great.
Loved it.
No, this grosses me out.
Fantastic.
Ugh. Tastes like
I might
shit.
have a couple tonight. Yeah, fucking love that. I love like the fact there's like a process to it. Like they pour 3/4 of it, then you got to let it sit, then they fucking hit it.
Kick rocks with that.
No,
Just give me a margarita.
but you're doing it for the taste. You don't like tasting them? You don't like tasting them? Shove Fireball up my ass, will you? Number
Just need a
24.
little bit of fire to chase the demons away.
Number 24 on the list. Big fan. Corona Light. Which I don't understand between the light and the extra. To me, it's Corona.
Sure.
I genuinely couldn't tell you.
Love a Corona.
Oh, big fan of Corona.
Ice cold.
Just down there in Florida with the limes. Beep, boop. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Real good.
They take a while, too.
What do you mean?
They don't hit you that hard. You can
no.
you drink a case of them.
Yeah, you could. That's like you're at the pool all day.
Yeah, throw some apps in there, you're all right.
Mm-hmm. Next one, Ice House.
Ugh.
I don't know if I've ever had it, to be honest with you.
I have.
Shit house.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anytime I've had it, there was cocaine pumping through my bloodstream.
Yeah, 5.5%. That was one of those ones that, like, I heard. That was like not a myth, but like when I was, they weren't selling it in like the bars and shit, or like when we would like get somebody to buy us takeout or had a fake ID.
If you're in a fucking bar,
that was never.
And that's on the menu, or if you're at a restaurant and that's on the menu.
I'm saying takeout. Like you would pop into like a pub to get takeout beer with an underage.
Yeah.
Like I'm underage and I have an ID. You go into a seedy bar, they'll sell you Sixers in PA.
Those places are great.
And the only places that serve alcohol after 9 o'clock in Pennsylvania. Those takeout, like you go to a bar.
Ours was.
I never, nowhere ever had Ice House.
Ours was Capone's in Norristown. That's where we go over. I used to love that cooler.
Take underage or in general,
Yeah, that's where we would buy our takeout beer. Someone to go in there and get it. Yeah. Always nice and cold in that thing. That's garbage. If you're sitting at a bar and there's a cooler next to you,
love that. The waitress. I just did it. I was home for Christmas. I was drinking Coors Lights on Christmas. I stopped at Big Heads, which is like, man, if there's one bar in my town that this show is like, it's Big Heads. Holland Big Heads. Tough look. Still smoking there.
How long have you owned it?
Pretty good. Same thing. And like the waitress, the bartender's got to come over to me, and I'm in the corner, like she's working the bar and the takeout thing.
Food's good there, isn't it?
They don't serve food.
Really?
Because you can still smoke there. But it's also owned, Big Ed's is owned by this one guy who owns like 12 of them. And the other one's the pub, Big Head's Pub. And the food there, that's the place with the pub wings where they mix the buffalo and the buffalo and the sour cream or the blue cheese together, and it's tossed in like, and it comes out in this like neon golden, they're called pub wings. It's blow your tits off good.
Yeah, you told us about it.
Yeah.
Got me hungry.
Can't
have wings though.
There's a to-go place in Chicago.
Somebody was like, somebody commented, you're doing that all the time throughout the episode. You're looking at your
What's
forearms
that?
and shit. You're doing this.
Cramped up. Toby, protein shake now.
There's a to-go place in Chicago that also would do liquor, and it would be like dusty bottles of brandy, and then clean, pristine, brand new pints of vodka, like plastic pints of vodka.
Yeah.
That's all anyone
Off
was
the
buying.
shelf.
Yeah.
Brandy. If you're drinking brandy, you gotta.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
E&J?
Oh, is that what E&J is brandy?
Yeah, Erkenjerk?
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a tough look.
Oh man, somebody.
I had cognac for the first. Cognac's nice.
Cognac's all right after after dinner or
Digestif.
whatever. Yeah. Somebody, I had a fake ID,
After
and
the wings.
these kids asked me to go in and buy them E&J. Like I was like taking an order for the liquor store, and I went in, and
What's that from? Only drank.
I never heard what I didn't know what E&J was. I'm like, all right, and I got in there and I panicked. Now I'm under the gun. It's like a federal crime or a state crime. You know what I mean? It's a state-owned store. It's a government employee. My ID is a picture of my cousin with the face like worn off. So it's just like this. Like this is white. So it's just we had the same haircut and the same shaped face, and I used to wear the same jacket that he had on in the video, or that he had on in the ID. And I'd walk in and be like, "It's the jacket, right? Like, come on, what are we doing here?" Yeah, and I bought them something else. I got them like Tequiza or something. I got them like something that so wasn't E&J.
E&J, yikes.
All right, next one. We gotta muscle through these. Next one, Coors Banquet.
Original.
No, Coors Original and Coors Banquet are different, I believe.
I don't think so. Coors the Banquet beer. That is the original.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh, okay.
I've smoked you two idiots 3 times today. You want to go for 4?
I'm just saying, well, they have Coors Original that's also not labeled. It's a different brand.
Mm-mm.
You would think that Coors Original would have come first.
Yes. And then the Coors Banquet is like a
Coors
A
Banquet
classier-
is the original.
I mean, we're figuring it out. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying they also brand Coors
Well, I
Original.
took it as a challenge.
I'm sure I see that you have.
We're waiting for the judge's decision now.
It was a rebranding thing. Coors Banquet seems to be just regular Coors.
Okay. There you go.
You're a Coors Light guy.
I was for a long time.
Can't do it.
And then I recently did because it's like the
Millie's?
fucking IPAs. I feel like a fucking fit.
We
I'm
know.
like bloated
We
and
know.
shit.
We know.
All right, next one. This was heavy bike my freshman year of college. Steel Reserves. High gravity.
Wow.
211s.
That's bad.
We used to do fucking Edward 40 hands with those. Yeah. Pissed my pants a couple of times.
That's tough.
Yeah. Be like four dudes in a dorm room.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Had like soot at the bottom.
Oh, yeah, there was, sediments and shit.
Ugh.
Next one, Dos Equis.
Love it.
2 X's.
Love it.
It's all right.
Delicious.
It's okay.
Although you
it's like
think
a shitty Corona to me.
you think you think the foil's classy, but it's really not, and you get why Lowenbrow got rid of it, or why Lowenbrow went away.
You hate Lowenbrow. for
Michelob,
some reason.
Michelob used to do the foil too,
My dad was a big Michelob guy.
and those weird
The
bottles.
tall, like, the cone Johns. That's all he drank. Beer or Michelob.
That's swinger bar shit. Those things.
The little paper.
Dude, those things are early 80s.
Mhm.
Yikes.
But
That
that was
little hourglass.
That's all he drank up until, like, I was probably in high school.
Ugh.
But they stopped making it, I think.
Yeah, no shit.
Is it beer? I think he was the only guy
As
drinking
soon
it.
as Reagan got out of office, put a stop to that.
Next one that I did like for a period in my life, Blue Moons.
Sure.
Blue Moons
sure,
with a slice of the
sure,
draft was all right.
Sure.
It would be
It was
okay.
never cold enough, though. I don't know why.
I agree with it, and then, like, I feel like it would go sour a lot of times. I'd be
yeah.
like, it just wasn't great.
Yeah,
Well,
that and Fat Tire were kicking around the same time for me.
Fat Tire's still going strong. That's
Yeah.
a good beer. That's a good beer.
I don't know if I ever really get it.
No, I never get it.
Yeah.
I never get it. But it's solid. It's solid. The Blue Moons, the Hefeweizen. The Hefeweizen, they ain't too shabby.
Hefeweizen, dude. That's all. When I go over there, that's it.
A nice wheat beer.
Weiss beer.
They're nice.
Hit
Especially to
me
get
with
those
it.
ice cold with some summer flavors in them.
Oh,
Fucking a little bit of orange
and
and,
they give
lemon.
they give you the big one when you're
yeah,
over
they
there.
do.
Good night.
Yeah.
Anybody else getting itchy?
Looks
T-Bone's
like you
drink-
could use a cool one.
I got ants all over me.
Yeah.
I know, it's fucked up that we're doing this here.
No, it's good. It's
I mean,
cool.
every time we go out on the road, he sits and watches us booze after the show. But
You know, he put me in my place about the eating, which I had to admit that he was right,
What?
begrudgingly. Because when you guys are giving me shit about being out on the road, about how I start eating the way you guys are, and then I gave you shit, well, you guys shouldn't eat like that in front of me. And he goes, you fat piece of shit. I have to sit there and watch you drink margaritas 2 at a time.
yeah, tasted them. You got anything with more sugar back there?
Can you just hit me with a 2x4, please? With a lime. I have feelings coming up. I hate feelings. I want to be cold. Iced.
Next one, number 18 on the list. We've mentioned him. He's a Kippy fave. PBR.
Not a fan.
The Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Not
An
a fan.
ice cold 12 ounce. The pounders are good. An ice cold 12 ounce PBR is what got me through
What's
comedy.
a 12 ounce?
do you mean, like a can?
Oh, regular.
Because
can.
they're typically known for the heavy, the big boys, the 16 ounces, which I do love.
I'm not a pounder guy.
The good thing where we used to drink them at a place called the Village Lantern. And the best thing about them.
You didn't. You did. I drank
did.
frozen margaritas.
Yeah, and then swung on a cop. No, I'm kidding. It was a horse. You bitch!
I loved you.
They kept the bar. I love this when a bar does this, and not a lot of places do it. But they keep the beers on ice behind the bar.
That's nice.
These cans would come, and sometimes you get one that was under there for a couple of days.
Oh,
man, you couldn't even hold them. They were so
bottom of the cooler.
It was like you would drink them so you couldn't even taste them. They were that cold.
Bottom of the cooler. Everything should be at the bottom of the cooler.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it should be.
The most shotgunnable beer on planet Earth.
Yes, and we would do the thing. So we had a $50 bar tab per show, and we would run 3 shows a night. Remember that?
Between 150.
So we had a $150 bar tab.
For a little while, we were doing pretty well.
We were doing all right. So
we got free food, too.
We got free, yeah. So,
and they knew their way around a buffalo.
And a mott stick, too.
A buffalo.
Boneless, right?
Yeah, chicken.
They did fried everything, like bites and mozzarella sticks. And,
so good.
But at the end of the night, we would have a $150 bar tab as the last show started, because we were professional enough where we weren't drinking during the shows.
Of course.
We weren't like getting boozed up.
No.
We were, a beer or something. At the end of the night, the waitress would come up and be like, "Listen, you got $135 left on the tab. What do you want?" I would go, "PBRs." Dude, and she would bring down like fucking 88 PBRs. And we would just sit back in like the broom closet and get fucking plots.
Good times.
Shout out to them. Number 17. You can guess this one.
Can I?
Think very hard why you can guess this one.
Yingling.
Yes! Yingling Lager. America's oldest brewery. Fantastic. Love a good Yinger. Don't like them out of the cans, though.
No, bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cans. Fucking what do you...
I'll tell you what, a Yingling and a burger, on a cold winter's night, being in a bar or being in like a bar restaurant with your family.
Mm-hmm. Couple of Yingers.
And having ice cold Yinglings. Fucking maybe a Penn State game on or something like that. Not too shabby.
The big thing about me for Yinglings.
What are you shaking your head at?
It was always over because you can't get it everywhere.
So it was like hyped up.
It was hyped up, a little disappointing. Same with Spotted Cow in Milwaukee. Everyone always fucking goes nuts about it. It's not that great.
I don't know. No, I agree.
That was our dog's name, Yingling. Best doggy ever. He's in heaven now.
He killed himself. Favorite part about Yingling is it's like between an IPA and a light beer. You know what I mean? It's like it's a little heavier than a regular like light beer. It's like a lager, but it's good. So it's like it kind of fills both holes for me. Of like I'm not sitting there drinking a fucking Coors Light or a Bud Light or something, and I'm not so heavy with. I can still drink about 15 of them, Jones.
Well, let me ask you
trying
this:
to tell you.
How do you feel about the half and half, also known as the black and tan?
I'm not a fan. Our buddy Sean Donnelly,
he does it with cider, snake bites.
Snake bites.
Yeah. What is it? It's cider,
Magners and Guinness, I think.
The farts that must produce.
That thing comes with a cabbie hat.
You want that with gout or without? I'll have the gout, please.
Number 16. I
recommend the gout.
I've never been big on Natty Ice.
No, get out of here with that
Natural
shit.
ice. The ice again. I miss the ice craze of the 90s.
Natural light sucked back in the day.
Yeah, it's for consumption purposes. It's not for,
flavor.
Yeah, no one's drinking that. My stepdad did for a long time because I had left some in the fridge when I was in like college or whatever, and he's like, "What are these? These are pretty good." And I'm like, "You never heard of this?" And he's like, "No." And then from then on, that's all they fucking drank because they found out him and his cheap ass dad found out it was like $8 a case. They're like, "Shit, we're spending 12. What are we doing?" Fucking knocked it down. That's all they drank. Natty Lights. Crazy.
Yikes.
Next one, again, ice. Bud Ice.
Lose it.
Kick rocks with the Bud Ice. Next one, a little more classy, number 14 on the list. Stella Artois.
What? 14? Delicious beer.
Again, that's like a Heineken to me. Gotta
What?
get out of here.
You don't like a Stella? Toby?
Completely overrated.
Yes, it's one of those things where I was at a family function or something. And they like ran out of. I was drinking like Bud Lights or something. They're like, "Oh, we're out. We have Stella," and I'm like, "Give me a Fireball. What are we doing? Not doing that."
I
They
like
give me indigestion. There's some beers that just
I
fucking
think it's
don't
classy
sit well.
with the chalice, nice and cold.
I don't know. It's not for me. Number 13 on the list. We all know it very well. One of T-Bone's old haunts. Miller High Life.
Can I tell you my only regret about drinking?
What?
About quitting drinking? Is that I love big shotgun guy, love a party trick, as you know.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen people do the tornado move?
Yes.
Dude,
That's wild.
that I would crush that. I would be so good at that.
But is that just something that came out now? Like we figured out the physics of that?
I just saw it pop off in the last 3 years.
You could do it with soda or something.
No, you can't.
Hank's root beer?
Shout out to Hanks.
I tell you, Vinny with the skinny's uncle or grandfather's Hank.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Vinny has old root beer money?
I think it's like I don't think there's a lot of root beer money.
Hanks does well. It's a publicly traded company.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Neither do I. just made it up.
Yeah, I don't think
But
it
I'm on a
is.
hot
I
streak,
think it's
so
only
you're-
available in like Philadelphia, Mungo, and Bucks County.
All right. The Miller High Life. Very popular beverage.
Knock around beer. Great.
Popular beverage with
Get you out of a jam.
B
big-
minus, maybe C plus in a can, A in a fucking bottle, dude.
ice cold. It's a champagne of beers. What are we doing?
Champagne.
Delicious.
Love it. Next one. Keystone Light. That's
crazy. The Keystone Light is ahead of
kids.
fucking
College kids. Keystone Light is huge with college kids. Huge.
trash.
All that's like they order pallets of it for parties and shit. Couple of Pebbles or something, right? The Stones. They call them Stones. I think they call the beers like that's
We didn't
like
fuck
the
with that
nickname.
shit.
Give me a pack of Pebbles or something. I might have just made that
fucking
up.
21 Jump Street over here. What are you hanging
What's
out
up, fellow teenagers?
hanging out at Arizona State on the weekends?
Next one, we've talked about it. It's Dutch Heineken.
Good. I like a Heineken.
Eh,
I think Heineken. I think Christmas time
really?
in a bottle. Only,
I think the only
The
times
green
I've
bottle.
had it,
and they were hot for a
they were
while.
cooking. They're still cooking. They're edge. I think the only time I ever had it was because I was always too. No one in my family drinks Heineken. Like that's never at a party. That's like the rich person shit to my family. Like
Okay.
it was never available. So I think the only time I ever had it is like at a party or somewhere, and they would run out of the beer I was drinking. So like I was like. My 20th beer of the night was a Heineken. I'm like, I can't. You throw me a change up now. I didn't like it.
It tastes like plants a little bit.
Yeah, it
It
doesn't.
has a
do it-
skunky flavor. To it.
Ugh, kick rocks. I'd switch to like a fucking rum and coke or something. Next one, which I gotta say, I don't know if I ever had Busch beer. Yeah, it doesn't do it for me.
Trash.
I feel it's like one of those beers that like
Busch Light would be another college beer.
your uncle drinks, and then that's just like everybody knows one guy that drinks Busch.
He's not married.
She passed away. Busch Light is better than Busch. Sales. I get it.
The kids again.
Yeah, great taste and easy drinking light beer. That's what
That's
they
not
say.
true.
Tastes like shit, but you can put them down.
Gonna need about 32 of them, but you can do it.
You want to bang this broad or what?
In a pinch, I'll drink 12. I mean, what are we gonna do?
Number 8, we've talked about it. Natural Light.
Trash.
They're moving numbers, dude. Number 8
I'm sure.
of beers in the U.S. based on consumption. That's crazy. Ooh, I didn't see this coming. Number 7, Modelo Especial.
Really?
Probably a huge Hispanic population in the country. That makes sense.
Modelo's.
Up in the
Nothing wrong with them.
I live up in the Heights and like in the Dominican part of it, they have like a huge ice chest. It's like a high power refrigerator, a low power freezer. You know what I mean? It kind of it toes the line around
Sheetz
there.
has something like that.
And they got the beer. Those are stocked with Modelo's, and they're covered in frost, like proper frost. And you pull them out, and the guy at the bodega will open it and put like a white napkin around the top of it. And they're called, I don't know the exact translation, but they're called woman in the white dress or like the bride in the white dress because that's how like pretty it is. So like that's the idea behind the Modelo is it's got to be fucking literal frost on it so it's white.
I think I'm dying for a beer. I want to go to the nearest Buffalo Wild Wings right now.
There's one in Times Square. Let's hit it. Number 6, Corona Extra, which is like the Corona, right?
Corona.
That's Corona. That's proper Corona. Corona Extra. Love them, like we said. Can't go wrong with it. Next one, I don't get Michelob Ultra.
Everybody drinks it.
What the fuck are we even doing?
Everybody drinks it.
It doesn't get you drunk. It's like actually impossible.
Yeah, I don't. I don't understand it.
Everybody drinks it because everybody. Hey, I'm watching the carbs.
I was out with my cousin's buddies, the cousin we hung out with in Wildwood. It was like me and him and his buddies, and this is what they were drinking. They were handing me Michelob Ultras. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, that's real Kentucky Derby vibe. I don't like it.
Next one, another personal favorite of the kids, Budweiser.
Wait, what's this? What
Number 4.
Really?
The King, Budweiser.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Ice cold, ice cold.
In a bottle or
Come
a
on,
can.
come on.
A can out of a cooler.
Not bad, but an ice cold, a Bud Heavy is.
When we used to hang out at Niagara, we were doing shows there. It was High Life Lights or High Life and fucking Bud Heavies.
And Goose Islands. When we had
That's when we had if we had a couple extra bucks on the card.
Yeah.
Which Goose Island? 312?
The straight up regular Goose Island IPA. No, the 312 is different. The Goose Island IPA and I think the Goose Island
Hey,
312.
put your eyes back in your head, will you, Betty
Yeah.
Ford? Jesus Christ.
It's a Chicago beer.
It's huge.
Oh, is it
here.
really?
It's huge.
delicious.
I think the 312 the 312 is different than the straight up IPA.
It's like a wheat.
Yeah. But that if we had a little bit of cash, we'd go the
Couple of those to get the engine started, then switch over to the piss they serve.
the swill for you bozos.
Swill bucket.
Number 3, Miller Lite.
Wow.
I was a big Miller Lite guy for a period in my life. I get it.
My whole family drinks Miller Lite.
Really?
All my cousins, everybody drinks Miller Lite. Miller Lite in bottles. Gotta have it.
Really?
Gotta have it.
Yeah.
Garage fridge has usually High Lifes, Miller Lights, Molsons or Moose Heads. My dad likes them. Yingies. Yeah, that's how it goes. The Miller Lite's big. Twist. Ice cold, those ain't bad neither.
It's all right. The light beer, I'm not huge on the light beer. It's also, I think I've reached a point with some of these beers where I've drank fucking 50,000 of them. I'm like my body, I did that phase. I can't go back. You know what I mean? That chapter's closed in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't kill no more.
I'm putting some things behind me as well.
Butt plug. Next one, big fan of this, Coors Light, number 2.
Wow.
Then I know what number 1 is.
I don't.
Bud Light.
Yeah.
Wow. Bud Light is the number 1 beer in the United States of America.
Number 2 is Coors Light. They moved 14.8 million barrels.
Wow.
They got about 15 per. Goddamn. 7.2% of the market share there. When the first one on the list had 0.6.
That means they have 7% of the market.
Yes, I just said.
That's
The only word you took out was share.
That doesn't seem like a lot. 7%. That's a lot.
Every beer sold is a Coors Light.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, how many beers are being sold tonight in New York City?
How many?
I'm asking you. I don't know.
Couple
fucking
hundred?
Millions.
Millions? You think millions of beers are getting sold tonight? Not millions.
For sure, dude.
Really?
I mean, if I go out and I have 10, you only need another 100,000 people to hit a mill.
I'm doing my part.
Yeah. Number 1, Bud Light.
Wow.
Damn, and it crushed Coors Light.
Really?
Almost 30 million barrels sold.
Damn. What's their market share?
Double, 14%.
Well, now we're talking. Now I can get behind that.
Mm-hmm. So you figure
Bud
Bud
Light.
has Bud, Weiser, and Bud Light in the top 4. Damn, that's all right.
Fucking king of beers.
They're
Damn,
doing.
that's
They got 20% of them all beers.
really is Budweiser.
Budweiser, Bud Light.
Pretty good over there.
They're doing all right.
They're doing good.
Guys, let us know what beers you like. How you
Yeah.
feel about the beers. All right? The
Because
beers.
my number one would have been Founders All Day IPA. Sweet, delicious cocaine. Gang, that's the app. We love you very much. Thank you for all your love, all your support. Please continue to share the special. Move the special.
Love it.
We love the special.
Love you.
We love all your love about the special. T-Bone, we love you. We love you. See you guys next week. Peace.